Hello everyone, Dan14 Prime here. Want to do a video share out today with the new addition to the Prime Pyre. This is my 100th order from Sideshow Collectibles. The PCS Transformers G1 Optimus Prime. The fun fact I mentioned there, he was my 100th order from Sideshow. If you want to see what that's all about, and what 5 years plus of collecting statues, hot toys, and things like that from Sideshow Collectibles, check out my last video. I do a little walk down memory lane that has got me here to this guy today. And yeah, this guy's available in stock at Sideshow Collectibles. This is the exclusive with the Energon X, edition size of 400, the collector's edition size of 800. It retails for $800, which is pretty pricey, but this is a big chunky statue, maybe quarter scale in terms of overall height, but the mass of this Optimus Prime is much bigger than quarter scale, and he's got this very slick cartoon cel-shaded paint application, which is being done by a premium custom shop, LEK Custom Toys. You can check them out on Instagram. They do all these PCS cel-shaded paint applications. And they also do some custom toys, as the name suggests. They're doing the HasLab Unicron right now, which is pretty cool. Check that out on their Instagram. And if you want to see the full unboxing and assembly of this guy here, check me out on Instagram, same handle, Dan14 Prime. I'll have that in my profile, saved down to my story collections. And then finally, if you like what you see here or you like what you're about to see through this review, again, he's available at Sideshow Collectibles. Link down in the description below. It's my affiliate link. Any shopping you do there of in-stock purchases at Sideshow supports the channel at no cost to you, so thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. All right, so let's jump in and take a closer look at this very, very cool statue. So let me start off quickly here just talking about the design or the concept of this piece. Clearly, it is source material, Transformers cartoon, right? 1980s G1 Optimus Prime, even bringing about this sort of cel-shaded, straight out of the pages or straight off your TV screen paint application. And it's spot on. I think just the way not only it's painted, but the way the sculpt brings these curves through the statue, which obviously you'd never get much on a real toy. But because this thing doesn't transform and is just more or less, a drawing brought to life in a statue, you get nice lines and things that you'd find in the animated cartoon, which just really bring back a lot of nostalgia. And I say, really do make this thing look incredibly cool. Just check out the curves through the legs there, for example. Very cool. So a pretty simple design. It delivers what you expect it to and promise, and then quickly here, the base, one final point. I like what they've done. I mean, very kind of Autobot Arc inspired. And that classic cartoon logo right there, when they'd always change scenes. Remember that? Flip around. So it all looks very nostalgic, and I think is a fantastic concept and design for what they're trying to accomplish. So let's talk next about sculpt and paint. Let's put those together because they work so closely together. They always do, but I think particularly so on this piece. Now the sculpt, I think, does an excellent job of bringing about, the art direction and the overall purpose or design of the piece being G1 Transformers, right? So it's sculpted well, it's smooth, it's got enough detail in there that it's not overly bland, which could be a risk when you try to just mimic the cartoon. But it's got enough sculpted detail in there. It's got the curved lines, bringing back that nostalgia, and it's got kind of all the right callbacks and all the right parts there, right? There's nothing that I look at this and I say, oh, they missed something key to Optimus Prime. I mean, they've even got details on his forearm, on his waist, all of that stuff, right? They've got the smokestacks, the little things on his leg. I think the right type of backpack going on, so this is him straight out of the cartoon, sculpted like he was a cartoon. And of course, then the paint just complements it all with the very custom cel-shaded paint application. Very cool how he does that. Again, LEK Custom Toys. Check him out on Instagram. Check out his YouTube. He does a lot of videos of how he shows these things. He's done videos when he was doing like the factory work of Optimus Prime, Megatron, etc. He's done Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker as well. So you can go check those out. Very intricate process, that paint application. And it just shows up wonderfully. You got blues and blacks in the leg, up through the upper leg, it's kind of like grays and dark grays. And of course, black lining, kind of yellow and orange through the belt, a couple of shades of blue in the windows, and probably 3 shades of red going on through the core of Prime. So all of that brings about that very almost illusion, optical illusion, if you will, to your eyes with this paint application. Like he's like a cardboard, straight off the page, cut out of the cartoon of Optimus Prime. I'll talk it for a second here. Probably the only concern that many had for this statue was like the sculpt of the torso. It looked kind of boxy in the pics, looked a little square. And even I hesitated on that and waited to see Gem Mint's video just to kind of have someone get it in hand. His was the first I saw have it in hand just to sort of see what that really looks like. And it's not how the pics look. It actually looks good in hand. It looks natural. Again, it looks curvy. The lines look good. So that concern quickly went away after I saw his video. And having it in hand, I can just sort of reinforce the point that there are no issues there. I think it looks great. Then quickly, other general concerns, since we're on the topic, is probably just like price of this thing. $800 is pricey. Again, all I can say is it's big. It's got mass. You can check out my Instagram. The Prime Pyre is kind of a mess, so I can't just pull out a lot of statues right now. I'm putting some Maji cases together. But I've compared him to like a quarter scale Flash, Daniel Bell's Sideshow piece. So you can get a sense for how big this guy is versus, something like that, which goes for about $600. You'll understand why he's $800. Oh, never mind. Again, very custom paint application here. Premium. This isn't like a factory paint application. It's a special shop. So it's going to cost a little bit more. So that at least gives a good sense why, he's maybe a little bit more than you might have anticipated. And here now, let me just kind of get some close-ups. And there's that Autobot logo. Very cool. The base here. I love the base. I always thought the bases were phenomenal. It's everything that you expect when you see it in the pics. Just very G1, Autobot, ARC, Teletran 1, all of that stuff, down to the color, the sculpting, all of that. So, looks great. Come up through his legs here, you can see just the sculpting. Again, some of the extra details I mentioned are in there that keep it from being overly bland. The different types of blues and blacks. Actually, now I say that there is 3 blues on the leg as well. Just look at that up into the upper leg, the belt, the chest. This looks so good, all of it. Here's the X. It's like a translucent plastic, which would be very much like your hand through it, very much like how they do the toys. So that works pretty well. Up through here, the stacks. No details, no like holes or anything there, which I think works with the overall design of the statue the best. Looks good. Just check out the curvature in the arms. They're good. Tanks, all of that. Come back through here. Connection points through there. Again, just a nice example of curves and things. Backpack. Same thing, right? So yeah, very cool, all the black outlining they do. Really helps make it pop too, especially through the gray, through the legs. Places like that. The point, of course, it's like Optimus. Always good to have an Optimus point pose. So I like this with the exclusive. I'll show you the collector's edition in a minute here, but it sort of helps control the height. I like the point. He's got a lunge going on, but it doesn't take away from really the height of the figure. And the head sculpt here. Got that going on, looks great. Got a little head cock going. And he's got more of that round, very early G1 head going on. Then here, let me just swap out the arm. Again, this is the exclusive. We'll go to the collector's piece here. And I can just show it to you quickly here while I've got it in hand. again, the gun just reminds me of very much the toy. He's just holding it like that. Pretty simple, but good sized gun too. Then here we have the collector's version, and yeah, probably the one complaint when you go collectors is, yeah, he gets tall. They love to have Optimus holding his gun up in the air. You see it with a lot of statues and a lot of collectibles, and I get it. It's kind of a thing, but at the same time, it's not like the pose that in my mind's eye Optimus is in. But yeah, this is the down shot. If you don't get the exclusive from Sideshow, is you'll have a bit of some different display measurements that you'll need to work with. That looks good though. The point with the gun like that looks great, but again, he gets to be about 27.5 inches tall to the top of the gun versus more like 22.5 to the top of the head as your ceiling, if you will, between the two poses. And if I hadn't mentioned yet, the base is basically about 16 inches in diameter, just a circle. And the one thing that would have been cool with this is I don't understand why they didn't make the arm peg fit a couple different angles so you could really pose that either how you wanted or at least in a couple different ways. You know, why they wouldn't let the arm peg like that right here, I don't know. It seems like it would have been such an easy thing to do to have kind of two configurations to fit in the arm and get two different looks out of it. So there you have it, guys. PCS Optimus Prime. I love this piece. Actually, I like it more than I thought I would. I mean, I bought it because I thought it looked good. It's Optimus Prime. It's Transformers, kind of a, you know, my crack, got to get my fix type thing. But getting it in hand, I mean, just the pop of this guy, the color it brings, it's very unique to a statue collection in that regard. And then again, just size, sculpt, paint all coming together to really deliver what the design expects to is phenomenal. So high up on my expectations in terms of delivery. Again, probably even exceeded my expectations. And yeah, I want the Megatron too. I want to pair them up. I think the Megatron's actually the better of the two statues, but I wanted to start here before I got them bought both. That's it, guys. Thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for checking out the share out. Again, if you want to see me flexing a little bit on 5 years of collecting and 100 orders at Sideshow, that's my last video. Check out that walk down memory lane. You can always find really the statues first and a bit more of my collection every day on Instagram, same handle, Dan14 Prime. I'm much preferring that to YouTube. It's just way easier to share stuff out. It's quicker, it's faster. And yeah, links down in the description below. Sideshow, like I mentioned, in-stock purchases support the channel, but eBay and Amazon down there as well. Any purchases through those retailers supports the channel, no cost to you as well. So thank you very much for that. Do appreciate it. All right, guys, I will see you next time.